Buddhism teaches many subjects, particular Mahayana Buddhism. There are two main subjects that makes Mahayana Buddhism is special, which is Bodhichitta and emptiness. Those are two subjects. It's the essence of Mahayana Buddhism. We have to cultivate it, bodhicitta, and it should be understand and emptiness. But the bodhicitta is motivation to motivate it, all sentient beings free from suffering, to be enlightened. And I want to explain a little bit further bodhicitta. Just generally our mind is not bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is not thinking about the self and relate to the self. Bodhicitta is more than that. Generally our mind, we are thinking about self or close to self, our family, friends, and so forth. That's all related to the my, I. Bodhicitta is not like that. This kind of mind, in Mahayana Buddhist point of view, narrow-minded. Only thinking about the self, it is one person. Now we are thinking only one person's happiness or peace or what we wish. Only one person. That is not wise mind. It is narrow-minded. We did from beginningless time until now, we always thinking about the self and ego clinging, selfish, and that's we trained. That's why we are in samsara. We have lots of trouble through mentally and physically, particularly mentally. We have a lot of trouble. So, the bodhicitta, thinking about all sentient beings, limitless sentient beings, it's not only thinking about one person, not only one's family, or one's friends, or one's nation, or in this world, countless worlds, countless sentient beings. There are how many that we cannot count it. There are sentient beings has trouble by birth, old age, sickness, and death, particularly changing. And there are lots of physical trouble, mental trouble. We know, human beings, how much we have trouble. From Buddhist point of view, this trouble is compared to other beings. It's little. So, the limitless beings has trouble to wishing free from those sufferings or trouble, to be complete enlightened, complete free from their disturbing emotions, their mental trouble and physical trouble. There always be the happy, the last, the great happiness, which is enlightened. This kind of mind we will have to cultivate it, not only thinking about the self, thinking about all sentient beings. I will do free from suffering to enlightened. That's this kind of mind or mental state we call Bodhichitta. Mahayana practice is for all sentient beings to be enlightened. So then, we're always thinking about self. Then first we have to look at another subject, emptiness. The self, general or relatively speaking, we have self. Therefore others exist. The absolutely speaking, then where there is self, what we have, body has many parts. Each part is not self. Then we don't find, if you examine it in the body, we don't find self. Then speech. We have many kind of speech. Even just one day, how many we can speaking? The speech is either it's not self, and you don't find the self in the speech. Then, and the last one is mind. Mind, it is similar, the body, but mind, it doesn't have physical substance. This mind, this knowing qualities, but the mind is not one thing. There are many. It's mind and mental factors. According to Mahayana Buddhism, particular Chittamatra school, there are 8 as mind states and 51 mental states. Each is there is not self. So if we examine it, our body, our speech, our mind, then we don't find any self that is a permanent existence and everlasting, not changing. So self is we merely designated by the concept. So all this physical, mental put together, we think is self. So absolutely speaking, it is emptiness. At the same time, it appears as a beings, appears the words, appears the many forms, and we don't realize this is emptiness in sublessness. Therefore, we have lost trouble. The rising compassion in this then cultivated bodhicitta to wishing all sentient beings to realize sublessness, which means fundamental nature, and to be remove ego clinging and sublessness or self, to be understand nature, and to be with nature, our mind, as mind state on the nature, which is free from everything. So that's pretty much just brief discussing about bodhicitta and sublessness or emptiness.